Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. So today we have the all new Hyundai Venue IMT. So before moving on to the next one, as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing. So this car comes with the courtesy of Star Hyundai, which is here in Mysore. So if you're looking to buy any Hyundai car, I personally recommend here because the staff is very friendly, and so there are offers going on because of Dasara and Diwali. So go visit the showroom. I have left a link in the description for their address and contact number. So moving on to the front, it has this oversized carolinating chrome blind grille. Might polarize opinions, but the split headlamps with a slender LED equipped strip at the top and a squarish housing bordered by LED DRL surely looks striking. So moving on to the tire section, it has this beautiful 16-inch alloy wheels which looks really good, which are wrapped up into 1560 or 16. So moving on to the side, it has this IMT badging on the side. So the Venue rear isn't as dramatic as the front, and the small tail lamps make it look like a touch meek from this angle, which is something the accent suffers with as well. So however, the squarish tail light design is quite interesting, and by the way, turn indicators are placed inside and not the outside. The outside edge is quite unique. The needle reversing lights have been placed low down in the bumper, and the thin stripes of dimple cladding also had nice touches. So also the wheels and wide distinctive scuff plate is a strong SUV touch. So to open the boot, all you have to do is just press a button and it opens up automatically. So the boot space happens to be 350 liters, which is really enough, and there is a lot of space for a family trip. So moving on to the passenger side of the vehicle. So as soon as you step in the Venue's cabin, and you're greeted by a neatly designed dashboard with strong horizontal elements which give an impression of solidness and functionality. This car has all black theme with silver highlights, but overall quality is absolutely top class. The quality of materials and fit and finish is by far the best in class, I can say. So moving on to the driver side of the vehicle, the design is actually same, it remain unchanged, but you do have the buttons for power windows and for the power mirrors. So on the bottom side you have the button for the fuel door opener, which is present over there. But so now let's get inside. So when you get inside, like I said, the quality is top class, and the steering wheel is really very nice to hold. It has this flat bottom V-shaped steering wheel which has brilliant functions. So on the left side of the steering wheel, it has the controls for the volume and for the infotainment system, such as Apple CarPlay mode and everything. So on the right side of the steering wheel, you have the controls for this cruise control, where you can control the cruise control and the instrumental cluster. So moving on to the left side of the steering wheel, you have the controls for the wipers. The wipers work really well, it cleans up very good, and it does come with a back single speed rear wiper. So on the right side of the steering wheel, you have the controls for the automatic headlamps and for the fog lamps as well. So moving on to the right side bottom of the steering wheel, you have the controls for the illumination lighting. So it adjusts the brightness of the light coming from the interiors, where it's really good idea, where I think a lot of automakers should include this. And you have the controls for the headlight leveler as well. So moving on to the infotainment system side now. So the floating 8-inch touchscreen might appear like a tablet slapped on as an afterthought, but what's thoughtful are the string of shortcut keys below it for quick access to different functions of the system. The screen is fairly slick to use, but the contrast and resolution could have been better. However, what blows rivals away is the whole host of connectivity features. The Venue has been tom-tommed as India's first connected car, and what this means is that it comes with its own dedicated embedded SIM card that allows you to connect with your car in some pretty mind-blogging ways. So moving on to the air conditioning system, the air conditioning system does look like a Maruti Suzuki Swift unit. It has the same design as it. So now what's get interesting is, so as you can see, I'm gonna show you the gear lever. It's manual, right? But it doesn't have a clutch. So this is where it gets interesting. So the Hyundai Venue IMT is a new technology variant from the Hyundai compact SUV that uses a rather unique gearbox and is offered with 1.0 liter turbo-petrol engine. In concept, it's halfway between a manual and an automatic. It retains the 6-speed H-pattern shifter of the Venue's manual gearbox, but does get away with the clutch pedal altogether. This means you can just roll through the gas without worrying about engaging and disengaging the clutch. Moving on to the center, it does have the 2 cup holders to keep some of your cool drinks, and in the center you have the armrest with some space as well. So on the passenger side, you do have the vanity mirrors where you can like see yourself. So in the center, it does have the manual adjustable mirrors. So it has this the Bluetooth speakers which are placed right above the driver's side. So it does come with a sunroof, so all you have to do the open is just press a button over there. It whirls back automatically without doing anything. So to close it, it's the same thing. You just have to press a button, it goes back to the front automatically. So moving on to the back seat now, the design is actually pretty same as the front. No any dual tone colors, just black and black everywhere. So the seats have been pushed back, completely back, but I can sit comfortably. I was really amazed by the rear seating capacity of the Venue. It really has a lot of space. Three people can sit aram say, I can say. So moving on to the center, it does have the rear AC vents for rear passenger where you can control the speed but not the temperature. So on the top bottom you have the separate light for it. So you do get the two lights where in the front and in the back. So I was really amazed by the space this car has in the rear. So it has a good amount of headroom. It has have the good amount of leg room. So now let's drive the IMT and see how the car drives. So driving the Hyundai Venue IMT now. So even after years of driving, it's certainly a new experience. I can say you have to be neutral to start the vehicle just as an automatic. And once you slot it into the first and take your foot off the brake, it gently creeps forward without any throttle input, just as you do in the automatic. So at the first, you'd find your left foot fumbling about for a pedal to press, but you soon learn to pin it in the dead pedal. As soon as you do it in the automatic, it will even start in second gear, but if you are on a flat surface, but try and start it in the third gear or higher, and you will get a loud beep note and a warning on the MID to shift to a lower gear. Similarly, if you accidentally leave it on the high gear and let it drift the drop too low, you'll get the same warning, but it still won't stall as eventually it will engage the clutch. So the rear advantage of this gearbox can be felt when you're crawling in bumper to bumper traffic. Simply leave it on first or second gear and lift off the brake to roll along, applying throttle whenever it's necessary, and this is where it's most like an automatic gearbox. Your left leg will definitely thank you for long. So I couldn't get this car to drive it on roads because this car is not available for test drive. I just drove it on the yacht. So now let's do 0 to 100 acceleration in a diesel vehicle and see how far, how much time it takes to reach 100. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.